Welcome back, everybody. Mike Dukes here. I'm assuming you have watched part one. It's a little unsettling when a young girl who has largely not spoken hardly at all for a while suddenly grabs your arm and says, run. That kind of gives you an idea of what's coming. Things are about to hit the fan. I'm not going to spoil anything for you. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Hit the bell icon. Let us know what games you'd like us to see, what you'd like us to see. That made absolutely no sense. What games you would like to see us play. Boom, that's what I'm talking about. If you have any general thoughts, let me know. And there's more horror stuff coming down the line. This 2023 is pretty much going to be my year of horror. I got a lot of stuff I want to do. And some Star Trek. So, enjoy, kick back, relax, have fun. There may or may not be an inadvertent jump scare. Maybe. Wasn't planned. Have fun.
Get in. We're going to see the coven.
Now, keep in mind that, according to our studies, this coven was only started a couple of years ago.
Every time we talk, someone will trick the car.
That's right, 5 years.
Yes, and the disappearances have been going on since 1940s. So, I mean, maybe there's a previous coven, but I find it hard. The math just it doesn't add
Doesn't
up.
jive.
Yes.
So you pull up outside that recreation area. You've been here before. And as you get out of your vehicle and make your way down to the shore, down to the fire pit, you do see 6 or 7 figures kind of standing around. And suddenly all these pale faces turn towards you as they hear your approach.
Is this the witch trial?
They look at each other.
Didn't think it was funny.
Teresa is here as well. As you step up, she turns to them. Okay, everyone, this is the group I was telling you about. They deal in this sort of thing.
Hi.
And immediately, one you're taking to be the leader of the coven takes a step forward. What sort of experience do you have?
Oh, I studied metaphysical science and what was
Studied psychology, parapsychology.
parapsychology, psychology, metaphysical science. If I had my Ghostbusters on point, I'd be quoting it right now.
And an astrology class.
Well, Grandma used to see ghosts. I know that. Could have been the drinking.
It's just been yarn about it.
Well, you know, we've got.
She turned to Teresa.
None of you
Are
kids have seen
serious about
ghosts.
this?
None of you kids seen Ghostbusters. Look, we have a podcast. All right, tell them about the podcast.
Screaming into the unknown. I'm sure you've heard of it. It's quite popular.
I have.
Maybe. Yeah, of course you have.
There's your third viewer.
Wait a minute. So you're Tyler?
I am!
Oh God, here we go.
Well, yeah, I'll give her a subscription key. She can get the
I think my
super
favorite
feature.
episode was the one about the Jersey Devil.
You know, we actually spent a week in Jersey in the Pine Barren, doing all kinds of research and tests. And I have to say, unfortunately, very inconclusive for being such a widely spread phenomenon. You would have thought as a cryptozoological critter that this would have popped up a lot more, but honestly, once you got down to it, it seems like a lot of t-shirt selling. However, if you get beyond the modern day appearances and you go back into, let's say, the 1700s, then I think you get into the real meat of the matter. A lot of your.
All right, guys, let's circle this in. All right, let's stay focused here. All right, let's stay focused.
Okay, so why are we here?
Well, I think that these two have a lot of questions for you.
I agree.
We have questions.
Okay.
They're outside and they're children. Do your thing.
That's a throwback to last time.
She has a specialty, and we're going to take advantage of it now.
In investigating outdoors and interviewing children.
Boom.
That sounds like a solid, perfect score.
Let's do it. Batter her up.
Do I got to roll?
I think so.
I think you have to ask some questions.
Well, are you just going to stand and
crap.
stare at him and
Tell me what you know.
Help me out, Tessa.
You're the expert. What do you mean help me out, Tessa?
She doesn't have an expert in teaching kids anything.
Yeah, I gotta look at it.
So, were these the kids that were in attendance? When Teresa and Joan were here? Or was it just like a randomly just group of people
That
from
was
school?
just a party get together. It wasn't the coven, because Teresa's not a member of the coven.
No, but she's part of the paranormal club.
Yes. But it was not
That's-
a club function that they were at, because there were a bunch of little kids.
Who's the head of the coven?
Jennifer.
This girl that's
Jennifer
talking.
Stones.
So she's head of the coven and the paranormal
Teresa's head of the paranormal.
They're cousins, right?
Teresa's the person we stayed on live.
club. Okay, that's not what I have in my notes.
They are not.
Huh?
They are not.
Oh.
No relation.
Coven. Teresa. Okay, my notes.
Oh,
were all
Teresa's
good.
cousin, the ones that's missing, right?
It's only been a week, right? Since she played.
I'm just.
Joan is missing.
Joan is missing.
It does not state that she's related to her.
No. Teresa literally saw Joan go through that gate and vanish.
Okay, so then I guess we could ask Jennifer what exactly they do out here, what kind of rituals they do, if they've seen anything. That's where we're going. That's what we're going to try to ask her.
Or know anything about Joan.
You could ask her specifically about Joan, but at this point we can just do general questions, like what they've seen, what they've heard, what they've done, you know, what kind of stuff they're doing out here.
Pretend
check.
I said all that.
Roll. Roll.
Do I roll?
You roll.
Roll low.
Roll up.
That's pretty damn low.
Was that a 6?
It's a 6. Good job, by the way.
Woo!
And your interview score is, what, 60 with children?
Yeah.
Technically 14 to 16-year-olds aren't exactly children, but we'll let it count. Still, that is a whopping success.
You tell me everything. That's what that
Did we
means.
get a flip?
It's not a colossal, no.
Oh. It felt pretty good.
I know.
It's like a 6 on a 6. That's pretty good.
So all of them starts one by one. Some of them are kind of talking over each other. Very quickly,
Be recording it.
you realize they know about the supernatural, but they know nothing of the unknown or the art. They know all about the Boothbay curse. They mentioned some websites that you've already been to regarding the Boothbay curse.
Amateurs.
Your children.
No, those websites. They're horrible.
Who's your children?
But you can tell that all their knowledge has come from books that are commercially available, no actual tomes. But there is one thing. one of the girls, her name is Lynn Bellinger. She says the last time they performed the Samhain ritual, which was just not that long ago, since it's only November 4th, they held that on October 31st. She says she heard a girl calling her name and saying that she could not find her Teddy.
Who's Teddy?
This is Jennifer that's saying this?
No, it's a different show.
Oh.
A different young lady.
Do you guys know a Teddy?
I thought about going and checking it out, but they called me back because we had to finish the ritual.
Have any of you heard this song?
You're the performer.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are gray.
I don't remember that being like a jazz style.
You don't what? That's how we perform it.
Is he okay?
What?
Where's he keep the microphone?
I don't know.
I put back in my microphone holster. Anybody hear that song before? Out here?
Teresa starts to say something and then stops and waits to see if they're going to say anything.
Is there more? Anything else?
Do I need a roll?
One of the girls, Melissa Granger, I mean, we've all heard it, but there was that one time
At Coven Camp?
Joan said that the whole group of kids she was watching just suddenly started singing it for no reason.
Yeah.
But I mean,
That's weird, right? People don't normally sing that song around campfires.
Together in unison?
Or in general.
without prompting, not really.
And none of you have taken any medication or psychedelics or any kind of
No.
narcotics of sorts?
And this happened after the Samhain,
What?
the singing.
Oh, no, that was months back.
Do you know when?
You'd have to ask Joan. That's when Teresa looks at you.
Cute.
That's what I was telling you about.
I don't know how to speak to him.
What?
It's a big bitch. It was a shitty thing to say, and I don't want to talk to her anymore.
Well, you guys have been a really great help with the investigation.
A couple more things. The ritual that you performed, is this the same ritual that you've performed since you've got together? Where did you get the information for this particular version of your ritual? Anybody?
RitualsRUs.com.
It was a combination of some stuff I read in some books and some stuff I found online.
So nothing that you have right with you, nothing that's available, just online and some other books. No, any of the books newer than the others or older? Have you added anything into the ceremony that wasn't there before?
I mean, magic is, each person's magic is their own. But
You're into that hippie magic shit. All right. So,
what do you mean hippie?
well, I mean,
Is it the same ritual from that you used last year?
Yes.
Exactly.
and how long has this particular coven been together?
I mean, I think it started 5 years ago.
That's a long time in teenage years.
Okay. And is it built on a tradition of an older, existing platform? Is there a long history of a group like this in this area, and that you have taken on their traditions and been handed down from somebody?
No, we were the first. Well, the class before us were the first, but no, it's not something ancient, unfortunately.
And who's the oldest member of your group?
That would be Jennifer Stearns.
And who's the youngest member of this group?
Amy Smith,
How old is Amy?
14.
And how old is Jennifer?
16.
16. When, who is it that heard the voice call out to them by name and said that they were looking for their lost teddy?
That was Lynn Ballinger.
How old is Lynn?
Lynn is 15.
15. Did anybody else hear a voice calling out to them as if to leave and visit them beyond those gates?
They all look at each other and
Nobody else has ever heard that before. All right. Well, no matter what happens with my friends and the rest of our research, if you ever hear a voice, my basic, most simple thing is to not follow it ever for any reason.
So you think this is something real?
Well, there is a list of missing children of the female persuasion going back towards the
Yeah, I mean,
age
the
of your
Boothbay girls, we know all
grandparents.
about that, but I mean, we're up in that cemetery all the time.
Is this poltergeist sexist? That is the question. That's what the podcast is about.
No, it's not.
But you should never go towards when something calls out to you. If you don't know who it is, you should not
Yeah.
approach.
I mean, what if it's got candy?
Definitely not.
Eggs,
They have to bribe you.
candy.
Well, thank you very much for all this information. I'm sure that
What's your character's
we'll be
name?
going forward with it. And when we do,
Maria. Maria
we will
used to
be
come all the time
sure
to my
to,
children and had snacks.
leave you
Maria, you
in
want some
our
donuts?
guide notes.
So is this going to be part of your podcast?
I hope so. I hope so.
She's looking
We're
around.
going to need a little more confirmation. Right now,
Boothbay curse. Is it sexist?
it's not really.
Then why didn't you record any of this?
I have been recording all of it.
Oh, okay.
It's on cassette tape. You kids may not know what that is, but back
They're
in the
getting
day-
damn hard to find, too.
Yeah. You can use a pencil to rewind it. It's crazy. A pencil is also a writing tool that we used to use. I'm sure they don't have iPads and stuff now.
Okay.
Yes, Grandpa.
I'll say, have you got your ink and
I'm
your
34.
quill
I
pen?
want to do investigation and see if there's anybody. Can I see if anybody may be suspicious of some sort through investigating? Like maybe they're hiding something, or is that something I can do?
Are we
as
around
an
where they do the
investigation?
ritual? Is that where we're at? Okay.
We're gonna watch them do the ritual.
No, I'm just asking
Oh.
if that's around the fire.
I just know there was something maybe we were missing that I
Are
can try
you
to find.
able to do a reenactment of the ritual if we want to have it for the podcast? Obviously, it's not the real thing because it's not Sam Hain, but if
That might not be a good idea.
why is that?
Oh,
I guess we don't know why.
it's Kaylee.
It's meant to be a
You're late, Kaylee. You
So-
were supposed to be a guest appearance.
celebration of death or the coming renewal. We don't want to go against the seasonal flow, and even as I mean,
I mean, it's just a reenactment. It's obviously not the real thing.
I guess we could change some things.
Perfect.
When would you want to do that?
When is the best time for you to do that? And the soonest?
Well, tomorrow's Saturday, so we don't have school.
Tomorrow would be perfect for us. Get our cameras. We'll be ready to tape it. Record it.
When do you want to do it?
What time would you normally do it?
Normally we do it at midnight.
Well, we'll meet you here at 11 o'clock for setup and prep and makeup and getting mics set and everything else.
They're all looking at each other. Makeup? Wow. Okay. All right. Sure.
Okay.
And I may want to do your own makeup, just to be safe. Save time.
We have a professional amongst us.
I mean, I can do it.
You probably teach him some tips.
Okay.
I mean, can you check? Look at that young lady's smoky eye. Come on.
I mean, I wasn't gonna say anything.
Might as well just call her Raccoon Girl.
Okay. In that case, we should probably prepare exactly how we're going to do this. Are we good here?
Yeah.
We're good.
I'll look at one of them. You're in charge of snacks. Just a random one.
See your eyes go wide. Okay.
All right.
We take craft services very seriously.
And they start milling off toward their cars. What are the four of you going to do? As you stand here and up upon the hill, you can just make out the gate.
Should I use the make the voices stop thing? Look for.
Have you heard any voices?
Something, yeah. In fact, I have.
Okay, you didn't tell us that.
Yeah, that's my whole thing.
Are we sensing any of the unknown around?
I don't know, are you?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, I have
I didn't know
really
if I should
low.
use my art.
Can I use my 6 that I got?
Sadly, no.
I had to flip a
Just go to the
coin
gate.
in order to do it.
Huh?
Just go to the gate.
I'm confused. What is your power exactly?
Make voices of the dead.
One.
Voice of the dead. I can
If you-
channel this whatever it is into me, and let it speak.
But you're not hearing anything right now. Nothing's reaching out to you.
Well, I mean, just in the general.
But generally, nothing is like.
It could be Larry the beach guy that drowned in
Muffy,
1971.
listen to me now. I have a direct message. There's nothing like that, right?
I didn't know if I could, from looking at the gate there.
I mean, do you have a chill?
Oh, am I supposed to get one?
I don't know. I don't know how your power works, but
I mean, that would be
I mean, I
great.
would think
Is
that
that
something would let you know that
They consider
all of a
the
sudden
game's
there's a
called
creepy
chill?
wind. There's a
No.
a weird whisper.
No, I didn't get any of
I
that.
had a weird whisper.
See, I mean, you got the
But she don't
run,
have
or
it.
was it? What was your whisper?
Do I
Well, I
know
heard the whisper calling
that if I
out.
can channel, if I can use
Her
those
name?
game mechanics to
Yeah,
channel
it's
something?
Iris.
Do I know?
So
You
you,
have to know it was
heard
there.
something.
I heard it.
I have
So,
to know
yeah.
it's there. I see.
It didn't call out to me.
Gotcha.
Or
How
you
creepy
could,
factor
I mean, you can
was it?
call out to,
Creepy.
I mean, so yeah.
if you
Well,
know
I
the
don't know,
name
Muffy,
of
that
a
you need to
spirit, you can
bother
call
with
out to it and then try
activating
and
it. I think
channel
you'll
it.
know.
But you
I
have
think
to
we
have
should
that
go, We
knowledge.
should go to the gate.
You can't just
I agree.
I
Let's go to the
go
gate.
somewhere and be like, any ghosts anywhere?
That's what I said. Yeah. No, that's unfortunate.
And in regards to sensing the unknown, even though you have a very low skill, there are two things. One, at any time, you can flip a token dark and sense the unknown automatically. Also, even though you have a low skill, depending on where you're at and how much unknown influence there is in that area, you'll get a bonus to your roll. I'm just not going to tell you.
Oh,
So he could be standing at ground zero and not realize it unless you give it a try.
This is ground zero.
I don't know. Are we gonna go to the gate?
We should go to the gate.
At night?
Heading to the gate. I got my
Okay.
flashlight out and my recording stuff.
Oy vey.
Whatever PKE
Do I need a
meters or
camera or
whatever.
anything? You need to film?
EVP?
Whatever we need. I don't really tell you your equipment on here, so
You want me to film
he's
anything?
a tech guy, so I'm assuming he's got something. But
Hand me your VCR
no,
camcorder.
absolutely
Put it on
never.
my shoulder.
I mean, if you've got a recorder, then you could get EVPs.
What? Who's got a camcorder in 2015?
What do they use
They're
nowadays?
phones.
Oh, yeah, but I like that aesthetic of the vintage vibe.
Did you bring one?
Yeah.
Is it next to your microphone holder?
Oh, I have a holster for that.
You're the only. You're old enough. Because the rest of us are all 20s.
23.
No, I'm in my 30s.
I'm 22.
I'm 33.
I can't trust you.
Oh, geez, you're one. You're
Oh yeah, we're two old guys.
Listen, Mom.
I love how you said I'm 33 and she went, oh.
I know. What the hell?
I was like,
Sorry
you're the
for
only one who
you.
can remember VHS.
No, Maria, she still uses it.
Well, I know I had to go set the clocks on it.
Whatever.
To the gate.
You got the Ghostbusters reference.
You walk up to the gate and you can see where the scroll work, you're assuming, used to say Knights of Pythias, but now the IAS on the end has fallen off, so now it just says Knights of Pyth.
So it's an unfortunate portion to fall off like there.
And then beyond the gate, you can see headstones
We should
I'll go.
and what little moonlight there is. And
Hey.
he has his flashlight.
try metal detecting up here someday. We'll probably
Oh,
find all kinds of great stuff.
might be on a
Stuff.
phones, but
Well, you know, we can only go so deep.
He's over here yelling, hey!
I turn the flashlight in his face. What?
It looks like we can only go forward.
No, we can just turn around and take a step back. We can always go back.
Can't go back now.
I take another step back. No, I assure you that we can.
In the name of the podcast, we must go forward.
You never even remember the name of the podcast.
It's in the depths of despair or something like
It's
that.
absolutely nothing like
So
that.
you lead the way. I'll get the rear, and I'll let you know if I see something.
I can only hope that the day that we go missing, they find an actual professional to come find us.
You've
because
got the flashlight. That's all I'm
you
saying. Give me the
are-
flashlight, and I'll go first.
There is no way in hell that any of us would ever turn over a flashlight to you. There's no. I might as well just break it, take out the batteries, and throw them over my shoulder.
Don't you have your torch?
So-
didn't you play Dungeons and Dragons the other day? Don't you have a torch? Don't they have torches
Yes,
in that game?
it's this. It's a flashlight.
Oh.
Again in his face.
I see. Well, I'm not just going to stand here all night.
Well, where's your flashlight?
I didn't bring one.
So you have a camcorder.
I have my phone.
You have a microphone,
It's your
but you do
camcorder.
not have a flashlight.
I'm gonna walk in and start looking around.
Look out!
Okay, real quick. Reason to have a camcorder versus a cell phone. Night vision camcorder. Fires an IR beam that would allow you to see at night. Ergo, that would allow you to see orbs and things like that.
I'm looking for orbs.
No, you're not. You don't even know what an orb is.
I got the night vision right here. You want to see?
I sincerely doubt your particular camcorder even has that.
You want to see?
Yes, I would. I would love to see
I'll hand
that.
over to him. Look in there. Look at that.
I'll plug it in and make it work.
Night vision.
If you actually done any of this.
You
Some
do
of us
see the
come
batteries
prepared.
are
I just put brand new batteries in it.
25% battery life remaining.
I said I put new batteries in it before you finished that sentence.
What the?
Luckily,
Apparently,
She's like, but wait.
she's like, I'm 33 years old and I know to bring extra batteries. Thank you very much.
apparently Maria reaches in her pocket and
Yeah.
I don't take children on a trip without extra
That's
batteries.
right.
You know, fool.
Well, I'm glad we all came prepared for this.
So what are you doing now that you're...
Investigating 101 says not to go at night, and we're breaking that rule
How are you going to see the orbs?
from here.
Orbs don't come out in the daylight.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, studies have shown that most orbs are just dust particles.
What study have you ever watched?
I read
I'm gonna start walking down
a study
the pathway.
by a man by the name of Professor Jones
Oh, no.
from
Look at some of the
See if
heads.
we
Miskatonic-
see- let's see if we see any interesting
Miskatonic
headstones.
University.
See if there's any weird symbols or
Miskatonic.
You're talking about the one that
Anything
died in
odd
the weird
about-
accident in the
Yes.
things
yeah.
that
that
they
guy.
say on there.
It's
Give me a
pretty well
investigation
established that he
rolls.
was a drunken lout that was living
Both
off
of
his
us?
father's name.
That's just what they said during the times.
and
But he's
got several people killed during his
later,
tenure.
later on, though, he's really come to light as a, a
That doesn't look
genuine-
good.
I got
No,
a 5 and
genuine.
I got 2 zeros. Is that a 5?
That's a 5.
Yes.
We'll just go with Amherst.
Investigation is 25.
Well,
Yay!
you should let me investigate.
And what did you get?
Doesn't matter. We're just
Just
going
take too
Amherst.
long.
You had a 90 something?
Maybe it's a 91.
Okay.
Could have been worse.
Could have been worse.
Could have been a 92.
Could have been a 99.
That's right.
Not
Okay.
really bad.
She is... You're not sure what she's doing.
Nothing here, guys.
Shocker.
What is-
Shocker.
As she's getting ready to step into the open grave. Nope. Turn right around.
Thanks for the save, Tyler.
Yeah. You gotta watch where you're going.
Yeah.
It's about 20 feet from the gate to the actual graveyard itself. And just from the sea salt and whatnot, a lot of the gravestones are worn. One thing you're noticing is that it looks as though the newest tombstone is from 2014,
Oh.
a Tamara fern. Looks to be a family plot. She's buried next to her parents, Weston and Mary Fern, both of whom died in the 90s, and her sister Claire, who died in 1949.
What? Hold up. So her sister died in 1949. She didn't die until 2014? So how old was the younger sister? Can we tell that from the gravestone? Does it have the dates?
Actually, you have the dates.
I
December
do.
18th.
In your
1948.
notes.
That's when she died.
She what?
She died
Is
in...
she the first that's on our list?
Yep, 1948.
Second.
First.
Third.
Who do you
The
have?
first one died in 48.
I literally just said December 19th, 1948.
Well,
Her sister died.
You didn't say how old she was?
She was 9.
Maria,
She was what?
your book's
9.
upside down.
9.
Turn it around.
He said that Claire died in 1949, didn't you?
48.
48. Olivia Smith went missing in 1949.
January 4th.
Her body
to be
was
exact.
found
Frozen to death.
March 18th, 1949.
After the thaw.
So you get -1 point instead of 2. And you were kind of right. Look, Maria, turn your book upside
So
down.
she died in 2014.
Allegedly.
Is there any, in any of that, do we know how the young lady in 1949 died?
She
Exposure.
froze from.
She just froze to
That's
death
what they,
out
that's
here?
what they classified it as, exposure.
And then you also notice some of the headstones are marked with BBG, carefully carved into the backs of the stones.
Big bad guy? It's
Oh.
weird.
And those carvings look recent, at least within the last few years.
How well are they carved? Does it look like a professional job, like as somebody that would be cutting headstones, or does it look like somebody's been out here vandalizing in a sloppy kind of way?
It's not sloppy per se. It looks as though an attempt was made to make it look professional, but no, you're guessing it was not.
Who's on those? What graves are those on?
You're realizing that every one of them is a girl who has gone missing.
Oh, Boothbay Girl.
BBG. Weird.
Boothbay Girl.
Okay.
Oh.
That's my guess.
So these are empty graves?
Some.
I'll keep that thought to myself.
Or it could be Boothbay ghosts.
Or ghouls.
I mean, both are
Goblins.
Ooh.
Boothbay Girl. Makes sense to me. I think it's a very good insight. So it's going in the podcast.
They've mentioned it in the past, Boothbay girls. And it was mentioned by some of the coven members as well.
What is the oldest grave here? I'll look for that.
The oldest grave. Looks like it was 1947.
Oldest grave.
Who's it
Look
belong
at
to?
Jacob Stone.
Does it have Boothbay Girl on the back of it?
It is not.
Has doubts.
Does it have his years when he?
Yeah, I was gonna ask how old he was.
So he died 1947, born 1938.
Sounds like somebody wanted some playmates.
Oh.
There's no. Is there anything else that says it? Does it say anything certain on the or specific on the tombstone?
Just stone.
No, and that one especially was the most worn of them all, having been the first here.
Any beer cans or graffiti or trash?
Here?
Anywhere.
I mean, some down by the fire pit, but not
Oh,
up,
yeah, but I meant just like in here.
but not up here.
Is it real tall grass, dead grass? Has it been maintained and kept? Like, is the city, the county taking care of this?
Fairly well maintained, yes.
Oh, is it? It's not neglecting.
Well, aside from the gate.
I wonder why they leave that there. The gate. Why wouldn't they take it down? If they're maintaining this, making it look kind of nice. Seems like an eyesore. Maybe we should knock it down. See what happens. I'll climb on top.
It's not like a historical society thing that it's up, right?
Do what?
You know what I mean? It's historic.
Is that what you think it's a historical thing?
If you want to look at it through political view, the Knights of Pythias had a temple here long ago. The gate was step one of an entire building they were going to build. That was done and paid for. So theoretically, they could still own that. So it would require tracking down knights somewhere else, getting permission to remove it, Probably small town, they just don't feel like messing with it, so it stays.
Okay.
Okay.
You're suddenly aware as you're looking at all this, the only sound you hear is the surf. Water hitting the rocky outcroppings. There are no, I mean, given the time of year, it's not that unusual, but there's just nothing. No animals, just the sound of your sobs.
Hey, Tyler, you know what you need? You need to develop an app for your phone that tracks orbs. You could just look through like a lens or something, you can find your orbs instead of trying to catch Pokemon all day. I'm just saying.
Gotta catch 'em all.
Orb tracker. Give it some thought. I think it's a good idea.
I'll let you have that one then.
I'll make notes in my
And so, the oldest tombstone is this boy here.
stone.
And then it was like a year later that the first girl went missing and was found.
Do you sense anything, Maria?
I know, I'm feeling like
Do it.
my spidey sense
Is
is
there
tingling.
anything in the cemetery other than just tombstones? There's no buildings or mausoleums or...
Nope. Are you going to try it?
I don't know what else to do.
Might have ideas.
Okay.
Use your superpowers.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
She's gonna see if I sense the unknown.
Oh.
Yeah.
And Maria's dead.
Ooh, hey, by the way, it got worse.
92.
I suppose it could be
Use
worse.
those dice anymore.
It could be a 93.
You try to focus and nothing.
Is there something I can do with my ability here?
You can try the same thing. Or again, you can, if you want a definite success, just turn a token dark.
Do not want to do that. I'll just roll. What am I rolling?
Sense the unknown.
Oh, I'm not gonna get that. No, 76.
What's yours?
10.
Oh, that's
So it says
mine's
mine.
13.
What's your sense in now?
And
I mean, you might as well try just to see. All right, it's up to you, Tyler.
85.
Wow.
What's going on?
See if you can sense anything. Let me hold your
I don't think I sense anything.
flashlight.
No.
Come on, Tyler.
I got a 74
Come on.
on his 10. So, what's the name of the first little girl that went missing? Fern?
Claire.
Claire.
Claire Fern.
All right. Hey, ask if Claire can come out and talk.
Claire, can you come out and talk?
Good with kids.
Outside.
Dead kids are just kids that are dead.
Yeah.
Claire!
Should we start singing You Are My Sunshine?
Oh, wait. Hold on, let me get my microphone out. Hey, you are my sunshine, my own sunshine. You make me happy when
rules
the
that you said
skies
about
are gray.
investigating Rule 101 about going to investigate it dark. I don't know, maybe singing it in the dark is
What are you doing?
101.
Oh!
What happened?
Oh!
The unknown is now aware of your presence.
Look
You-
what you've done. You told me to sing it.
You and Mr. Microphone there got us in a little trouble, didn't you?
You told me to
I was
sing
just joking.
Nobody told you to sing anything.
I thought you said to.
No,
No.
no, you didn't. You just did it because you wanted to sing in the middle of a graveyard. That's what you wanted to do, and that's what you did. And guess what? Now do you sense something from the unknown? Because I'm kind of sensing something. I'm sensing that. Fuck, that's what I'm sensing. Sensing, man, you know, we're in a creepy graveyard. That's
Why are you
not
staring
good.
at me?
You told me to do it.
Shit. Are you Claire?
A little girl with the pigtails
Oh,
behind
God.
the tombstone is staring at you.
Why are you looking like you're seeing a
Are
ghost?
you the
I
only- Is she
know.
the only one seeing that?
Did you guys see this?
No, you're all seeing this.
Okay.
Wait, we all are?
Okay, we're
Get the camera. Get the camera.
we're outside, and you're an expert. You need to fix this.
And you're no experts in fashion per se, but
I am.
looks like a 1940s children's dress, maybe. Lace Peter Pan collar, soft pink fabric. She's even got cute little patent leather Mary Janes that Shirley Temple would always wear.
They're nice.
What?
Who's Shirley Temple?
She says nightgown. She's dressed.
I guess I just thought.
It's like her Sunday best, or is it like something she would have been buried in?
It's not a.
What's your name?
You just said it.
Claire? Is that what I said?
Why are you here?
Check my levels on the phone.
We're
make sure
trying to
getting
see
this.
what happened to you.
And suddenly she's right, has a hold of your hand,
That really scared me.
and her touch is ice cold.
You said no jump scares.
I lied.
Okay, what now?
Her touch is ice cold. She's had a couple of your fingers in her grip.
Oh, you should get her a sweater. She's cold.
Record.
Ask her what she's here.
Why are you here, Claire?
Where are you from?
I
Originally.
just want to play.
Not expert. Shut up.
It's like my worst nightmare.
Is this Claire? Or is
What
this someone
happened to you,
else?
Claire?
She's still on top.
Oh, she took a jewel.
I'm gonna zoom real close.
I'm supposed to
Zoom
be
in.
good at this.
Oh, you're doing great. You're doing great. I need a little.
I died.
What happened?
I was playing hide and seek with my sister Tammy. I hid behind the gate, and then the snowstorm came. I couldn't get out.
Did you hear a voice calling to you?
I'm getting bored.
Here's a ball.
We can probably get you a PlayStation 2.
Well, I mean, they didn't have a whole lot to play with back in the 40s,
Sticks.
right?
You just had a ball in your pocket? You walked around with a ball in your pocket?
She had batteries, who knows?
Yeah.
She said she got stuck behind a gate.
She suddenly disappears. Just,
I thought you were an
How
expert.
solid is the gate? I kind of imagine the wrought iron fencing kind of gate. Is it?
It's just an archway, right?
it was stone pillars and then the iron arch going across it.
Go look at. All right. I mean, we think she's gone. Does everybody's like chill factor / Spidey creepy sense, is it going down? I mean, we're obviously still creeped out, but the fact that, like, do we feel the presence of this little girl, or does that seem to dissipating, or does it seem to be dissipating?
You get the impression she's still here.
We're
Now, she came out when
Should ask her to play hide and seek.
help. Tell her we're here to help.
we're here to help you,
Thank you.
Claire.
We're your friends. We're your friends. We're definitely not her friends.
We can play.
Roll
No, let's not
communication.
play.
Huh?
Roll communication.
I want to play with her.
Do I have new dice?
You can use any of the dice that you want.
Okay.
I haven't done me any good today, but you feel free. Grab any that have got the double and a single.
Double, single.
Perfect. Well-
55. Is that 55?
Yes. What's your
What's
communication?
my communication?
Looks like your communication's 7.
75. So I won.
So you got a 55?
Yeah.
It's a double.
Oh,
What?
That's a success. It's a double success.
What happened?
When you get doubles and it's a success, it's a great success. So he's got to turn.
You suddenly feel
That gets turned white, which is good for us.
Yes.
Good job.
cold on your back
What?
as she's suddenly right behind you.
I think she's trying to tag you right.
Oh. Are we playing?
I'll get the camera.
She's running in between tombstones
Mary Gogoas, our children expert,
and then
is
just
now playing
vanishes
hide and
behind one of
seek
them.
with
I'll zoom in on Tyler's face.
a ghost. This may be the first
Stop.
time in human history that the contact with the
It was in
dead
too far into his eyeball.
has led
Shaky.
game.
Shaky.
Come on,
A
let's go
game
find
of
her.
life
Yeah.
and a game of death.
You're nailing it. You're nailing
so
it, Tyler.
we just
Come on, boys.
chasing after her,
Shoot, I didn't have it recorded.
trying to play hide and go seek.
One job.
You go over behind the tombstone. She ducked behind and she's gone.
Okay.
It is a little unfair.
Are you missing a teddy?
Where's Teddy?
Where's Teddy, though?
Give me Teddy.
You don't have Teddy to give her.
Oh shit.
What?
We have not found
We're
Teddy.
looking for Teddy.
Do you know where you lost him?
We want to help you find your Teddy.
Did you lose them while playing hide and seek?
Did you lose him while playing hide? I thought you were talking to her.
You talk to the ghost children.
Did you lose her while playing hide and seek?
Yes.
So, can you show us where you lost Teddy?
She points toward the gate.
I'm going to walk over
Okay.
there.
So we'll go walk over there and investigate.
Yeah.
See if we can find
Is the
your
camcorder
Teddy.
recording?
Yes.
I've got my flashlight with the new batteries. You got the
We were
camcorder.
there looking for a 70-year-old teddy bear.
I have
laying
a
up against
look.
the
I have a
side.
50 investigation. Let me try. I can investigate for it. Okay.
I have a 63 outdoors investigation.
All right. So I rolled a 96. There's no teddy here, guys. I don't see one.
Yep. You would understand that the teddy would be on the ground, right?
Well, it'd probably be.
Then why are you looking up in the trees?
Well, in
I
case
have a
someone threw it.
specialization in outdoor investigation.
Well, why are she using all this outdoor knowledge?
Okay.
Get it. What?
Do you honestly think
Yes.
something from
Oh, okay.
1948 would still be laying in the exact same spot
I
all
mean,
this
maybe it's
time
underneath the
when the place has been well
mud.
kept, the grass has been cut?
Maybe it's in the stone and some of the bricks.
What I don't understand is that she was playing hide and seek, got lost and died.
And
But
lost her teddy.
I don't see how she got trapped or anything out here.
She was into the snow cane.
Yeah.
But, I mean, how fast did the
just-
snow cane
yeah.
didn't take steps out?
I mean, it's Maine. I get it, but
She was hiding.
you just
Did
walk
you
away.
leave the gate? Did you close the gate behind you when you came in?
Was there ever? Yeah, that's a great question. Is there ever a full gate that completely
There
enclosed
was
the
never
place?
a full gate.
So
It's not a full gate?
No, it's just an archway.
Colgate.
And you couldn't get out? You couldn't just walk out?
She was hiding.
I would say investigate the area. Yes, I don't expect to find a 75-year-old teddy. Maybe butt and eyes are left.
She's gone again.
I'm gonna generally investigate the area.
Yeah,
Those
I mean,
dice.
it doesn't make sense. There's nothing about that makes
double
sense.
zero.
Really, you had one job.
Really.
He hits his head on a low-lying branch.
That's good though, right?
No, it's the worst you can do.
Oh. But it's.
So thanks.
Oh, that's at 100? I just flipped that
You
over.
did. You did a good job.
I'm not happy about it. I am disappointed.
Quit rolling.
I guess somebody's got to do something around here.
I have a background in dance instructor.
Well, start dancing.
You want to learn how to dance, Claire?
You have emergency medic. You might want to use that on his head.
Oh, there you go.
Head wounds are the worst.
What about Olivia?
Who's Olivia?
She was the next girl.
Oh, I didn't write down
She's
names.
not a real girl. Olivia.
Well, I suppose the next thing to ask, if we can get her attention again, is she the one that's calling out to all these young girls? And if so, where are they going?
That came out of my mouth.
Sure, go with that.
Well, Claire's gone. She disappeared
You
again.
guys said it in unison. It was almost
Crazy.
slightly crazy.
Ask her if there's anybody else. In the,
Is anyone else here with us?
in the cemetery.
We've been talking to Iris, right? Isn't Iris the one that's, yeah,
So who was her sister?
Fern?
That went
Wasn't it
missing?
Fern?
Oh, that was her last name.
Oh,
Claire's last name is Brown.
I didn't write down names. I just wrote down.
Iris Pulsina? Pulser?
Paulson?
Paulson. Thank you. I scribbled.
Name was
Scribbly.
Robert Paulson.
Does anybody here know Iris or Robert Paulson? How about that?
Miss Paulson, little Miss Paulson, underage, 13-year-old-ish, maybe Miss Paulson.
Heard a whisper.
You were answered only by the sound of the breeze through the trees.
Okay.
There's nothing obvious about how a kid would get trapped in a gate that's only partially built up here in a snowstorm. There's nothing that, like,
She stayed
I don't
in the
know.
game. I think she was just committed to hiding.
I mean, I
So committed
suppose,
to
but
the
that
game.
just seems really stupid.
she's
I mean,
a-
how long would you have hid to
How many
have
children?
frozen
How
to death?
many children have you met? They're stupid.
I don't know. I don't know any of the children I've ever met that would have the wherewithal to freeze to death
Hey,
instead of just
maybe
going,
she's really
I'm bored with this
competitive.
game and I'm cold,
Really
and
competitive.
leave.
Really competitive. She wanted to win, and I respect that commitment.
What about Tamara? Is she here?
Are you saying, is there a grave, or are you asking?
No, there's a grave. I found it.
Which one's tomorrow?
That's Claire's sister.
BBG.
No,
She was not. She was.
2014.
Yeah, she
Oh,
died
yeah.
last year.
So she was.
The new grave.
She got the full. She got the full life,
67
and it didn't seem
years.
to have stopped the little sister from being a ghost. So that obviously wasn't it. One, we should get a teddy when we come back tomorrow, and see if that'll help.
A teddy bear, just to be clear.
Yes.
No, not
For
just
all the
somebody named
sick-
Teddy off the street.
Sickos out there.
Claire, is this Teddy? Teddy, Claire.
You know, it's not uncommon if a child or anyone really has some, not so much now, it's frowned upon, but back then, a child in particular, if they had a favorite toy, a doll, it would possibly be buried with them.
I have a 60 in communication. Should I try something here?
Well,
I have a 75.
Are you gonna try something?
She already communicated with her.
Yeah.
Ask her more questions.
She's gone.
well, if she was buried with the bear, wouldn't she have the bear now?
No. So if she died and she didn't have it, her memory of not having it when she died may supersede her not having it or her having it in the grave. She doesn't know that she
Are
had
you
it.
saying we gotta dig up?
Yeah, but
Oh no. I got shovels in the back.
Oh no, I've got shovels in the back.
I just,
Couldn't we just tell her that it's buried with her?
It's right down there.
yeah, I just feel like that's weird. That what's the point of burying anybody with something if they don't know they have it?
So, such an interesting conversation. I would love to go into the deeper with you, but not here right now in the middle of this graveyard. But it's something I do want to touch upon later on when we do our debrief.
You say you got them shovels.
But if we do this, we're breaking the law.
How many laws we broken already?
None.
Let me help you out here.
What time is it?
When we approach the coven of underage girls,
7:30 maybe?
yeah, it's all bad.
The
All
dark
bad.
yet?
Well, I mean,
No, yeah, because
Super bad. And if it all goes worse, trust me, it's gonna get spelled even worse.
well,
So let's go get some shovels.
who's
I'll
digging
go
up?
get the shovels.
All right, boys, get to work.
I ain't shoveling nothing and getting dirt under his fingernails.
And just don't forget, your particular branch of the art, if she's here, if you want to turn a token dark,
Already did.
you'll be able to
Good
see
job. Good job.
her. You'll be able to see her.
You be able to see what?
Clear.
I'm gonna see Claire again.
Or you could channel her, in which case she would be speaking through
Yeah, but
you.
they're not asking her any questions. They're just,
We asked her questions.
Let's throw all kinds of questions.
she didn't answer any. I mean, they didn't.
She wants her teddy.
She kind of blew us off. I
She
felt like
wants
we
to
should
play.
provide this teddy bear.
I think
They
she's
buried her with it. we gotta get that bear.
Yeah.
I don't
We
think.
gotta dig this grave
I
up.
think she's a 9-year-old from 1949 with some ADHD. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, it didn't
So-
seem like the questions were.
All right, let's go get Teddy.
Okay, fine. I'll
Shovels?
I'll hand you a shovel and Tyler.
Do I need a particular skill?
No. Just no. So who is it? Just one of you? Two of you digging?
Yeah, I'll help dig.
I will film it.
So why do you have the shovels if you never plan to use the shovels?
I mean, you never know when someone's going to need them. Look, it's a stupid kit that the people gave me to save people. It's part of the kit.
Whose car is this?
I have no idea. I was going to ask you guys that earlier.
It's a rental.
It's a rental.
Somebody rented it, but I didn't rent it.
Save
get the extra
paid for your airfare and
Yeah,
the rental
Save paid
car.
for it, you know. Save.
Hey, I'd like to get to this grave as quickly as
Yeah,
possible.
all right. You know what?
Move
I'm
it.
tired of
Double
arguing about
time.
it. Let's go.
Double time.
So it's almost 9 p.m. when you finally.
We're getting reception on the phone. We got bars.
Yes.
All right, so I'm gonna put some Pandora on for us, and we can dig.
I will keep a watch.
You can see headlights go by from here, but no one's coming for the bonfire tonight, apparently.
Can you sing the song from Indiana Jones when they were digging up the
I
ark?
mean, you can hum it. I don't think there's lyrics.
That's
so
what I meant. I didn't know how it went. So.
I'll put on my
That's what's playing on
John
Pandora.
Williams Pandora station for you.
Cool, cool.
Oh no, I believe he's talking about the actual Diggers song.
No.
Oh, they on me. Oh, they got
Yeah, I bet.
Oh,
All right, well, we get Saul out here, and he can lead it. But for right now, we're digging.
Well, I mean, you put off all vibes. So.
No.
Have we?
yeah. Like I said, around 9 o'clock, you finally kunk hit solid.
So who's going to open it?
I will.
Oh, go ahead.
Hey, I ain't got all day, and I'm not trying to get caught by the cops. Let's crack this sucker open and find out if there's a doll in it.
Right.
Right.
We found that teddy, right?
Sorry if we all die.
You're bloody well right.
Who's in tight?
Sorry.
You should be. It's unacceptable to sneeze.
Find her desiccated form,
She looks so
Wait.
neutral.
and in the crook of her arm is it's missing one eye.
The teddy.
but
Hey,
it
look,
is-
we found Teddy.
But it is a teddy bear.
All right, Maria, tell her we found her bear.
Claire, we found your bear. We found your teddy bear.
Give me Teddy.
Where's your manners? Is that your teddy?
Ask her if she knows Jacob.
Do you know Jacob?
Who?
Jacob Stone?
Unless that's a no.
No.
Is there anyone else in the cemetery with you?
Is there anyone else here with you?
The girls I brought to play.
Do you know that you're killing these girls?
I'm playing.
Oh, okay.
She's playing too hard. You're too rough.
You're playing too.
Ask her what she knows.
They're not allowed to go home until I'm finished playing.
What? Ask her where Tamara's here.
Are we all hearing that, or just her?
Oh, you're all hearing.
Why isn't Tamara here playing with you?
Yeah,
Oh,
Claire.
push her off, guys.
She's already.
I mean, do we just want to push it at this point? Do we just feel like hey, you're not getting anywhere?
Yeah.
Playtime's over. You're grounded. You've been bad. All those little girls are late for dinner. It's all your fault. We're going to tell your parents. Yep, we're going right now.
She's gone.
All right,
Nice
hold
one,
on.
Tyler.
All right,
Nice.
so that was bad.
Hey, let's get out of this grave.
Yeah.
Shut it, start putting the dirt back.
Where did the teddy bear disappear?
Yep.
Well, she got that damn bear.
I feel like She should have passed over, crossed over.
Did you even show her she was in the grave?
Yes, I did. Hey,
She did. She pointed. She's like, "Here's your bear."
yeah, here's your bear.
Okay. I'll help you redig the grave. I really thought that might work. I thought there was a chance.
No, come on.
There was, you had a possibility. You're grounded. Bit bad.
Has that ever worked?
Well, it's not that often that I have to confront ghost children, so.
Have you ever met a real
You
child?
don't know. Of course I've met real children. They're awful.
I don't know. Sing the song again.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Try a different
No.
flair this time.
How about row, row, row your boat? Or that one around the mountain?
Heavy metal? Like a heavy metal version?
Yeah, heavy metal it.
Sure.
You are my sunshine, my only sunshine.
Sounds like pigs.
You make me happy with God's way. Woo.
And it gets to about,
You make me happy.
and suddenly he's just mouth open, but he's not moving.
Oh, this is working out
Do
pretty
you see
well.
anything?
Claire, are you in there?
No. Only Zool.
I'm getting bored. She steps from around a tombstone.
I
This
thought
is
you
an
wanted to play.
angry little girl.
I don't know. Why are you so
You're all
mad?
too old.
I gave you your teddy.
Kind of a brat.
Is that why you didn't play with your sister? Is she too old?
Your mom's old.
I was happy to see her when she came back. She's the reason I came back.
To be with your sister? Well, you have her now.
No.
No? She's
She's
over
the
here.
reason after I came back, after I left.
But did you ever call to her? 'Cause you didn't take her like you took the other girls.
No.
You didn't want to play with her?
She's my sister.
Nobody wants to play with their sister. They're all brats.
Am I still frozen?
She,
Do
your
you,
sister's here now.
do you realize that you're dead?
Yes.
I'm just asking.
Not only are you dead, but we think you're really stupid.
And mean.
But isn't your sister here now?
Oh, thanks for asking. And I was
Oh, hey.
paralyzed.
Something happened to Muffy.
Oh, I forgot about you, Muffy.
Did you do that to me? Little girl.
Oh my god.
Is that you?
Mom.
Not me.
I'm sorry. I keep hitting this thing.
You were messing up the song.
How does it go?
You know.
Well,
I'm bored.
again, I want to play a game. Let's play a game. Let's find the other little girls. Where are they at? Are they over here?
They're mine.
Are
They're
they
not
over
leaving
there?
until we're done playing.
Well, I want to play with them too, and you need to learn to share.
You want us to take that bear back?
We gave you Teddy. It's the least you could do is let us play. Yes! Yes! What happened? I don't know.
Sarah. Start calling out all these little girls' names.
I didn't
Come
write
in,
down
let's
names.
play, everybody. We're all gonna play together.
Oh! A rock that was on the ground just flew up, hit you upside
Why
the
do
head.
they keep hitting me in the head? Oh!
Another one hit you in the side.
That is not nice.
I'm hide behind a tombstone. Take cover! This game sucks!
I think I'm sensing the unknown.
If I could hand out bennies, I would.
Can we just pick up rocks and start throwing them in random directions?
Do you want to?
I don't know why I don't have any other defense. Unless I brought my shield.
Who threw that?
A stick goes whizzing right by your ear. Hits a tree. You should all leave.
We're playing here. We can play too.
Yeah.
We can play here.
We're not leaving until we find the other girls so that we have someone to play with. You're being very bad to people that gave you Teddy. That's not nice. You were raised better than that.
Right. We helped you.
Yeah.
She's gone.
At least let us have one of the girls.
I mean,
And
Well,
I'll
she
give you this
hostages.
girl.
You son of a bitch.
We'll trade
too old.
Maria. Yeah.
What about Iris's sister? Didn't she die?
Velma.
Velma?
Velma.
Velma. Can we at least talk to Velma?
Only Claire.
Only evil Claire. Is
Velma, we've been talking to Iris. She's very scared.
Okay, another rendition of "You Are My Sunshine." Hit it. But this time,
I flipped
this time,
token.
do it as a polka
count for
song.
something?
ooh, or
Wait,
reggae.
Action.
I don't know how to do polka. I'll do rap.
Okay.
You are my son. Shot.
Again,
You are.
Ooh, that's rough.
don't forget, you can channel the dead.
You had one job. Channel
All right,
the
I'm
dead.
gonna,
Who are we gonna channel though?
how do I
Claire.
channel it? How do I do it?
We're getting kind of tired talking to this
Velma.
girl.
I got B70.
Channel Velma.
Voice of the dead B70. What do I do?
You're a beginner.
Beginner.
I think you have to roll under 70.
You have to flip one of these.
All right, flip it.
We did. Oh, never mind.
15.
Who are you channeling?
Whoever the DM suggests.
Velma.
No, he
Velma.
does not
That's what I
get
said.
picked.
Velma.
Velma. not-
Velma.
Velma.
That's what I said. Velma.
V with a V.
Yeah.
Not Daphne.
Velma.
Who's the last person that disappeared? Maybe we should go with the freshest. in
That would
case
be
there's a expiration
Joan.
date.
That's the girl we came here.
Oh,
to
yeah,
get.
Joan.
Yeah, she's the newest one. Maybe we should go with that one.
Joan.
His technique when he does this is always a little different, so you're never quite sure if he's just playing around or actually trying.
We're having a seizure.
Yeah.
I really wish you'd take this a little seriously.
So he starts off, Joe, and then his eyes roll back to his head. Now, when this happens, because the B means basic level, not expert or mastery. So basic means you can do it,
Basically.
but once you do, you're essentially unconscious.
Okay.
You do not know what is being said through
That's
you.
fine.
You know nothing about it.
That's fine.
So any questioning would have to come from them.
Okay,
That's fine.
You're the expert.
let's do it.
Help me. Help me.
Do you know how we can help you?
She won't let us leave. I can't see anything. I hear says she wants to play. I don't understand.
Are you alive?
It says voice of the dead on my thing, so I assume she's dead.
Just making sure.
I think I am dying.
Ask her where she's at.
Where are you at? Do you know?
I went through the gate and it's all like fog and I can't, there's nothing.
Is that the last thing you remember?
What's up with the song?
You are
Sing,
my.
don't sing it.
I didn't sing it. I said it.
Don't.
Starts with you are.
Okay, she doesn't know. So next
Okay,
question.
all right.
Running out of time.
Are we?
Tyler,
Is this time?
you put down your Twix and.
Tyler, why are you eating snacks?
The most amazing thing I've ever seen. For once, Buffy's useful. I don't know what to think about this.
Good thing the film's still rolling.
Yeah, wait. Joan said all the kids started singing "You Are My Sunshine." We just asked her about the song, and she said, "What song?"
Yeah.
What is the only weird, creepy song in your life? I think you're gonna just know exactly.
She
what
doesn't
someone's
remember.
asking.
She said it all was foggy and
No, she said where she's at was foggy, not her brain, her body, her consciousness.
That song was months ago, not
Yeah.
recently. Why would she instantly, oh, yes!
I think she's had a long enough time to contemplate what happened to her.
look, she can't see nothing or do anything. You'd think that'd be the one thing she could concentrate
So
on.
instead of getting information from her, you're arguing with someone who may or may not be dead. Got it.
What is she? She said she didn't know where she is. And she
You're
doesn't know this
wrong,
girl,
Ghost.
And she has no information.
Listen here,
Does
Ghost.
she know about the other girls? Is she in contact
Yes, she said
with
they
them?
can't leave.
Or can any of you hear each other, talk to each other? Do you know what if there anything else Claire wants?
Get me out.
We're trying.
We don't know how to help you.
We gave Claire her teddy.
We thought maybe she'd leave you guys alone if she had her teddy bear.
She just seems to really be a bitch.
Yeah.
She's a little brat.
I think you should go now from behind you.
I think you should just keep your mouth shut and watch how you talk to adults.
Right? We're getting real sick of this 9-year-old.
All right. I think we're down to the original plan. Old priest, young priest.
I don't even know. What's the original brand?
It's always old priest, young priest.
Okay.
Look, I
Alright.
spent a coin. Make it worth it.
Yeah.
Because we have got nothing out of this coin being spent.
If you want to flip another one, I can give you some insight, perhaps.
Come on, you guys can't come up with some insight on your own. I gotta pay a token for it.
I mean, the insight's not flowing, is it? 'Cause I haven't seen
It's
it.
not flowing over here. I got all these notes.
Well, I thought we could get somewhere with Velma to go back and say something to Iris, but y'all channel Joan.
I didn't channel Joan, did I?
I don't think we're gonna get any difference from any of these.
Because
kids, to be
Joan
honest.
stopped a little girl from going to the gate.
Which girl did you stop going from the gate?
You never got a name. Teresa didn't know.
Do you know how she brings you here? Do you know who's doing the? Do you doing the talk? Yeah. How does she get you to get here?
How did you get here?
I went through the gate,
Did you hear somebody whispering to you?
Claire.
But you stopped another little girl from going, but you went.
I couldn't stop myself.
Well, she said Claire wants to play, but does anybody know what that means? How does she want to play? Does she talk about playing any kind of games or?
I guess all the games are centered around her.
Like tag, hide and go seek, jump rope.
Murder.
I just went out.
Okay.
I haven't ate, I haven't drank. It's cold.
Okay. I got nothing else, but it seems like all we keep hearing about, the only thing that is said over and over and over again is the gate. I am against defacing private and public property, but maybe it's time something bad happens to this gate.
Hey, I already suggested that.
And I,
you
for the
shot
very
me
first
down.
time ever, waited until Muffy wasn't in her right mind and wasn't around to say that she was right.
Do you think it would do us any good taking down this gate?
What, this kid ain't gonna know nothing.
Y'all ain't
Should have
asking
called
questions?
Velma.
It is the only thing that keeps popping up. It's the only thing.
Can we switch girls? Can we now channel Velma?
Oh, interesting thought.
Can't we talk to them all at the same time?
Not.
Just line them all up. They each got 30 seconds to say their piece.
Okay.
Any other questions for this girl?
No, I think it's gate time.
If you
Okay.
flip this coin, we get more insight.
If the insight is we should deal with that gate, I'm gonna be a little pissed. Not gonna lie.
But it costs us 2 next time if we have to use it.
What does it cost us to?
Because I'll have to channel it again and then do the insight. Because I've already did the channeling. So I didn't know if you want to maximize the use of it.
The insight doesn't have anything to do with this, though. The insight is just us getting a clue for something else, right? So it's not pertaining to this actual questioning.
Okay. Whatever you guys
Do
want.
we not feel like we need any clues?
I do. I just don't know that. I mean, I would rather do something, find out it's wrong, and then be all right. That didn't work. Now what do we do? As opposed to here's a clue. Now go do it.
Sorry.
But I don't have anything left. You got 226.
No, I'm trying to-
You want from me, woman? I'm not married to you. I just offered you half my candy.
Trust
Seems
me,
pretty
my
good.
husband wouldn't offer me his candy.
Huh.
No, he would.
But
It'd
not
be a
if it was
little
two
piece.
Reese's
You are
sticks.
being recorded. You are on
Like
camera.
he's ever gonna watch this,
He is now.
because he's a loser. Only cool people watch this.
Okay.
Okay.
Unless someone's got a serious question to ask,
You can cut that part out.
No. I may repeat it.
Nothing gets cut. I don't know what else to ask her.
I don't either. Nobody seems to have any really good answers to.
I had a good suggestion, trying to channel Velma, so we could get something to
Yep.
go back to Iris.
Let's get another little kid that doesn't know anything.
But we could get something from Velma to go back to Iris and try to figure out
She
this.
don't even have her
mess.
I don't think
glasses.
we're gonna get any.
Let's just take down the gate then.
Like, I was with you, but then you lost me.
Okay, then I guess we'll tell
Feel free.
Joan we're gonna try to help.
Please. Please.
We'll do our very best.
It's so cold.
I'm sorry.
And he finally slumps.
Well, was it worth it?
Slap. Back, Pam.
Why do I keep getting hit in the
You
head?
okay?
Tyler, is that you?
Yeah, buddy. Oh, you're not sure. Slap, slap.
I'm
Come to your senses, man.
I'm still channeling. Hold on. You have to
Slap,
let
slap.
me sit shotgun
Knock
the
out of
rest
it.
of the trip.
Okay, so how do we take down this gate?
With the sledgehammer. You got one. Did Save send us a sledgehammer?
I would think that would be the first thing.
I mean,
in the
obviously,
trunk, but
right? And
We'll
probably
get it.
straight up jackhammer. The extension cord that connects to the battery of the car.
So how much of the fence
Why would
is
we
here?
need a jackhammer?
Take the thing down.
How big
It's
is it?
literally just
Just like the, you know.
2 stone pillars and the iron.
Let's just part of this.
What kind of car is it? What do we rent? Can we get the SUV package?
Let's see, with all your equipment, probably.
All right. Is there a chain? If not, let's go to town. We get some chain. We wrap it around the gate. We slap this bad boy into gear, and we just pull it down.
All right.
Did it work?
Boom.
I like the way you roleplay. We're just gonna cut to the chase here.
This is only my second game. If you
Like it,
couldn't
everything
tell.
about it.
Third, technically.
Oh yeah, third.
As all places do, there's a Walmart, so you get just what, chains?
Yeah. Get the stuff, you know. If I had to pull out an old stump and I was going to try to use a vehicle to do it, sir, what would you recommend?
Oh, wow. What, got a truck at least?
Yes.
Who are we talking to?
Well, it's definitely not at Walmart because they would tell you, I'm sorry, I don't work in this department.
Yeah. Is there a locally owned business we can go to instead of Walmart?
Not open at this hour.
Inconvenient hours.
They direct you to some toe straps,
This game.
toe chains.
Walmart.
Get all the stuff. Watch a YouTube video real quick on the phone. All right. Got it. Don't put it around this part of the vehicle. We'll just rip out an axle. Put it around this part of the vehicle. We got the tow package. We'll be okay.
It's a rental. Just
Yeah.
remember, it's a rental.
Make sure we got check the rental agreement. Make sure we got the insurance on it.
Nice.
Okay, good. Yeah, we should be good.
You get all that, make your way back. Give me
Excuse me.
I got an 85 in close quarter combat.
give me a perception roll, everybody.
Everybody?
Everybody.
24
45.
out of 50.
What's that? 16?
That is a 16. I got a 43 on a 50.
You got a 45 on 50.
So everybody passed.
Hey, it happened.
You're like, oh, you notice as you're driving by, they got a new, they got a new sandwich shop.
Yeah, say, Donuts are fresh. They just came out. You got the flag
But
up.
that's not going to help you one bit.
As you pull in, you've got to pull the truck around. I'm assuming you're going to back it up the hill, and
Sure.
your headlights go across the hill and the gate itself, and you all see a figure. It looks from the rear, that looks like Teresa. Walking right toward the gate.
Oh, come on. Drive up to the gate.
Which was Teresa?
That's the girl that called us here.
Okay.
She sent the email.
Oh, come on.
What?
Get out the car, yelling her name. Teresa, stop.
I have.
Oh, she's walking
Stop.
towards the
Yes.
gate. Oh, rush up. In fact, speed the car up.
And I'm
hit
gonna
her with the
rush.
car.
Look, I'm gonna rush at her, and I'm gonna dive and tackle her on the ground because I got an 85 in unarmed combat.
Hey,
Jeez.
go roll to the right so you don't go in the gate.
Exactly.
Well, first, a movement roll, please.
What?
Movement. I don't even know.
Very top.
I'm not familiar. Oh, there you go. Very first one. Oh, you got. Oh, holy cow!
I forgot about that.
Jeez, why are your stats all off the freaking chart?
Yeah, I picked the wrong character.
Oh yeah, I got a 59 on a because I have a climbing specialty. That probably doesn't.
No,
but
it's still an
80.
Jesus.
Yeah.
So, the vehicle, like I said, you were turning around, the headlights showed her,
Oh, she
and
know.
immediately you're all like, oh no, and she just threw the door open, rolled out,
I tackle her.
and you're able to, she was literally that far away from stepping through that
Don't
gate,
go to the light, Carolyn.
and you grabbed her and huffed her off to the side, and you both hit, roll, and she, what?
You were going in there.
It was,
You're gonna play forever.
I couldn't stop. It was like something was just pulling me, and she kept calling my name.
Are you ready to bring this to an end, Teresa? Great. I need you to take these chains and put them around that thing and touch right here. Because you're not over 20 years old, so you're not going to do real jail time. We're going to be prosecuted as adults, so...
But should I get near it?
No, you should stay at the car. You should not go towards the gate.
Like
can
handcuff
put a
yourself in the car.
Hey, somebody get out the handcuffs.
You know Buffy's got some over there.
Yeah. Hey, Muffy, make sure she doesn't get out of the car.
I'll handcuff her.
Why do you have handcuffs on you?
Handcuffs on a mic. That's what he's got.
Isn't that not standard?
And a camcorder. And he,
And a
by the way,
camcorder.
he never did take the lens off. That's just weird.
It came
All
in the
right.
kit.
I'll run up, slap the chains around the one portion of the gate, put it on the car, and then get to the side of the car. Not in front of the car, not in back of the car, not where this thing's gonna jump out and hit me in the face. Off far enough to go, all right, looking at it slowly. Let's get it tight. Tight. Are you ready?
Tight. Yep. Ready.
Put into drive.
Oh, come on.
Something.
Caught it. That's big.
Thank you.
Dirt, mud, some stones getting kicked up. And you start to see it move slightly. You can hear the wrench of metal from the arch.
Good.
And then immediately you see Claire about 10 feet back, standing in between those pillars. What are you doing?
Playtime's over, you little bitch.
What?
I'm gonna push the gas pedal down further when I see her in the rear view.
I'm gonna camcord it all like I play some movie.
Now can I do this part though? I got 85 or 85 in unarmed combat, close quarters.
Really confident.
The ghost.
Save that for the sheriff.
You want to do that?
I'll have to. Okay.
Same for the sheriff.
Good.
We're gonna kick him down. He coming eventually.
Say the cops are in here, but according to Buffy, a little rough, so we might want to hold off.
Tyrants.
I'll grab you. No! You don't want to go another playtime, Rhea.
I tried to Sparta the thing and you guys all went.
You got the pedal down, it's kicking up all kinds of dirt and rocks, and then all of a sudden, other rocks just start coming from everywhere.
no.
Hitting the vehicle, glass
Good thing
splinters,
we're body
shatters. and you see her eyes go black.
Oh God.
No! What glass hasn't been broken shatters.
We make sure the car's in 4-wheel drive.
And then pillar goes down and you're dragging it down the hill.
I'll zoom in on it.
You spin it around so the whole thing is rolling. And they're just white plumes of smoke up on that hill.
I'll zoom back over to it.
Take the lens cap off.
Shoot.
And it's the spirits going into their lights. Isn't
You
it?
see a number of them.
Don't look. Saw it in a movie once.
And then you see a girl standing there and drops to her knees. And
Jennifer
Teresa's,
wasn't dead.
that's Joan. That's Joan.
Or Joan. That's
Joan.
what I meant. See?
Go help her.
Jennifer's someone else.
I meant Joan. Joan, are you okay?
Psychologically, she might be screwed up for the rest of her life. Kick her. These first key moments can be important. You should ground her.
You run up there and Joan, she looks, hasn't ate, drank. She's dehydrated.
alive?
I got snacks. I told you.
Dehydrated, cold, but alive.
Wow.
But you also, as you are checking her, you look beyond her. You see other corpses just lying on the ground, up against tombstones.
What?
Like, oh, so they're dead. They're not zombies.
They're like
Can we?
emaciated.
Yeah.
Can we flip some coins and bring them back?
Sadly, no.
Dang it. Wow.
So,
Guess our
Joan.
job's done here.
Cemetery full of corpses.
Yep, check.
It's where they belong. I mean,
It's gonna make one hell of a podcast.
So, what are you going to do about said corpses? Are you just going to leave them?
We're going to bury them with their
no,
tombstones,
no,
right?
No,
no, they don't have
no,
tombstones. They went missing.
We're gonna call the cop, the tyrant guy.
We're going to call the cop to come to a gravesite
We found.
after we just dug up a corpse.
We're gonna anonymously call, and we're gonna head out of town.
Are we going to anonymously call after we get out of town? Like, not right now? Because that car, that vehicle that you're currently driving, if it's drivable,
Definitely.
going to get some attention.
Definitely, no. We're gonna get out of town, and then we're gonna call.
We should at least take Joan to a hospital.
I agree.
Or we can just leave and let her deal with it before she can identify us.
All right,
What
so
the-
Joan and Teresa, get in the car.
Okay.
We're gonna drop you off in town. Does Boothbay have a hospital?
Yeah.
We're gonna take
Oh,
you to the
Walmart, it's got
hospital.
a hospital.
We're gonna leave though, because I don't think this is something we want to stick around and answer a lot of questions about. So,
What do we tell them?
well, I mean,
Make something
your
up.
kids, you'll make up a great story. Good luck. Wish you the best.
Just say you got lost in a cave. There caves out there, I'm assuming.
Yeah, just tell me you got lost.
You're lost at sea, matey.
By this point, I'm assuming they're out on the sidewalk. Teresa's holding Joan.
Sure.
What do we?
You're gonna have to drop him at the door to the ER.
Thanks for
nice
calling
day.
safe.
Don't forget to check out the podcast.
We'll send you the bill. The car's going. The tires.
It's definitely,
There is no glass on
yeah,
there.
it's
still
definitely very
change.
breezy.
Don't we still have the arch on the back?
We're still dragging it through town.
Maybe unhook that. Hey, stop at this gas station. We have to fill it up before we return it, or we get charged.
Best we just report it stolen, burn it, say someone stole it, and get another one.
Right. That is Sunshine in
It
Maine.
was fun. We'll call the.
All
the
we
boss.
had to do was take down the arch.
Can you believe it?
There were a number of things you could have.